everybody, welcome to our channel, Mum versus Daughter Duo. As you can see, there's only me here. I'm the mum, of course. As previous on our last previous two videos, you've noticed that we've come out a little bit more, told you what's been going on roughly, and getting to know us through questions and answers. So now we're doing an inside view for you, so you can actually see the personal issues we're actually facing right now. We're going to be videoing every day, and we'll be uploading every day while we're going through it. The reason for this is because it's real life and it's happening right now. Because the current situation, we will probably be in quite a majority, so we're not just one in a minority. I believe we'll probably be one of those people in the majority, but you'll find out as the video goes on. So without more ado, let's get into the video then. Right, Susan will be filming separate to me because I'm giving you my experience and how I'm finding things, but she can also give you her experience and how she's finding it, and how, if we're coping or not coping. So, and also if you agree with us with anything, or if you've got any valid points, please don't hesitate to comment on down below. And if you like this video, please subscribe. Right, here we go. At the moment, well, this has been going since last year, we were facing eviction. Now, the reason why we've fell into problems is because my health has been going down since I was in my late 30s. So it's been going down gradually. I can't get no surgery or anything because I'm too young, and so I've got to just rely on medication. And the medication I'm on is actually given to cancer treatment patients because the pain that I'm suffering is so bad that normal painkillers will not work now. And what I've got deterioration of the spine, which also I've got locked sacroiliac joints, so I can't turn side to side, so I'm fixed. And also I've now got 4 out of 5 discs that are herniated. So basically I'm in constant pain with one or the other. Now, the main painkillers, which is Targinact, they cover the main root of the pain, but they don't cover everything. They don't cover all the inflammation. They can't cover nerve pain and other things. So every day is a trouble and trial to try and get up each day because it's really painful. 2017 was when everything really went bad. I had a major fall down the stairs in the bathroom. Now, bearing in mind there's only 3 steps, but these are quite deep steps. I actually landed on my spine across the steps, well, lengthways downwards. So I thought, oh, maybe I've just pulled more discs and whatever and strained the muscles in my back. Well, the pain stayed with me for quite some time, and it wasn't until the accident happened in October 2017. But then I decided, this was about January, February time, thinking, I'm still in a lot of pain, discomfort, I can't stand up straight, and I need to find out what I've done. So I've gone to my surgery and they've sent me up for a CT scan and everything, and unbeknown to me, I dislodged another 2 discs, so which is the reason why I've got now 1, 2, 4 and 5 in my lower back are all herniated, so 3's the only one that's clear. Along with, which I didn't believe I could do this, I have broken a bone in my back, in the chest area, the T12, as if anybody understands that sort of thing, human anatomy. But that one's broken, and before that injury I could respite my back by standing up straight, so I used to use the door frame and hold on to it just to straighten my back. Well, since that breakage of that T12, I can't do that now, so I'm now stooping over, my shoulders hurt, and I'm getting a lot of strain on my shoulders because of my spine being crooked now. So I've got that. back then I was also on tramadol, which is the one tablet just underneath Targinax, and no word of a lie, most of my time I was sleeping, because that's all I could do. These two drugs together just made me sleep, and with an antidepressant also being used as a painkiller. Right, coming to present day, I'm now on another antidepressant because I think I'm going through my change. It's not 100% sure because we don't know, but we believe I am. But I was very, very bad the last 2-3 years. My temper and everything got so intolerable. Susan will probably mention how bad I was. We was all arguing. The sad part of it was we had friends stay with us, and I was not in a very good place at that point, and I was taking out on everybody. My relationship was broken up. Last year we had to admit that defeat, that I couldn't go on any longer. It has helped, but this previous problem, this now problem we're going through now, is not helping, so it's just pulled me down again. But I think we've actually hit rock bottom now. Right, going back to last year, Steve's my other half's partner. We're now ex-partners, and this has been going since last January because we had the fighting 2 years previous to it. We was going through a lot of problems with my health, and his health started to go down because he had accidents at work, which wasn't his fault because he was a driver. He's had two cars go in the back of his lorry in the winter months, and it really shook him up. His job was getting harder because he reached 60 last year, and with the job he does, it was very physical. He had to deliver bread, and we're talking about the trays. They'd have 12 loaves of the largest loaves in each tray, and a stack of them, not just 10, they were 12 or more high. And they didn't just have to lift each tray, they also had to pull the stacks. So the amount of weight there on floors damaged his shoulders. Also, he now has arthritis in his knees. He is now literally bedridden. And the deterioration from January to the end of the year, it's gone from being quite fit to absolutely he can't do anything. We would show videos of him, but I think that would be too much for him and it wouldn't be nice. Neither of us have parents or families because my family treated me bad. I was adopted by English parents. My mum's intent was to keep me there for the rest of her life because she didn't want to be lonely, and I was a slave and she used to beat me up. She used to beat her own son up right in front of me, who was an adult at that point, and I had to watch him get beaten. Come away from there because I don't want to think about that one. I've had my daughter, and people used to say to me, well, especially the social services, when you have children you might dish that out, because a lot of parents have done that. They've dished it out to children, because my mum did it, my adopted mum, because she was treated badly as a child by her parents, and she did the same to me. This is actually a lie, because you can change things. I always said to myself I'd never put a child through something that I'd gone through, and I was beaten and I was terrified, and I always said I'd never do that. And I've got the daughter I always wanted, and she'll tell you I've never hurt her. I've never had to. She's always been really good. Getting away from this now, we've lost our home, our rented home. Apologies for that. A bag has fallen down and my daughter's dog's gone nutty. Apologies for that. Right, calm, Giz. Right, yeah, we've lost our rented accommodation now because we fell into arrears, but it's got worse over the last 6 months because of our relationship breaking down. Steve had to move out for a bit. He got taken for a ride with money, so he wasn't in a very good situation. And then the lockdown came in, so he had to come back and stay here because we had to all go back to wherever we originally were for safety. So that, but going back to being evicted, our court date was the 19th of January. Now, I checked the letters and made sure, apologies to them that I may not have got them out when I should have done. I did cut it close, and they would have got it on the day of the court, but I did because I gave them a phone number because that's what they requested. I couldn't make it physically because, one, I was in a lot of pain, and we had a COVID restriction. Somebody we've got close to has definitely popped up positive for COVID, so we ended up having to go under isolation, so we've not been able to go out for quite a while now. So I couldn't go to that court case, so I told him this. And also the fact is, my husband being physically disabled like he is, and this is how bad he is, he has to have an ambulance take him to his hospital appointments, but he has to have 2 people help him because he can't walk. He's that bad, he can't even get up. When he does get up, he's sick because it makes him violently sick. So this is what's happened. Well, the court case was done on Monday. I've just received a letter on Saturday saying we've got to be out of this house on the 8th of February. Which, you know, if you look at it now, it's a week. The letter was actually typed out on the 25th or 26th of January. I only got the letter, which was on the 30th of January, and the worst of it is it was a Saturday, so I can't do anything on Saturday, so I've actually lost 2 days. So now I've got to try and get in contact with everybody tomorrow to try and see where we stand, whether I'm going to be homeless or whatever. And it's not just me, it's my daughter and another family member, but also my partner. So basically, yes, we've only got 8 days to go or so. I am really upset. I broke down yesterday and I said to my daughter, I feel like I've let her down. I do apologise. But yeah, I feel so guilty because I feel like I've let her down. And it's hard. And we just wanted you to see people like us, like a lot of people out there right now, what it's like and what the journey's going to be like. So we're going to be uploading every day to show you everything what we've got to do. Prior to that, I have already started to pack our things because I'm disabled myself. I can only do a little bit a day. Well, it's not even a whole day, because I get very painful very quickly, and then it takes me about 2-3 days to get over whatever I've done previous. So I can't do an awful lot. And I also lost my job because of my disability back in 2008. And at first, I don't think my manager really understood what I was going through. But as time went on, and one of the last accidents I had there, I dislocated my hip through another falls. This is problem. I have falls because I just go down. I can't stop myself going down because my legs, through my spine, it's caused problems in my legs, knees, and my feet. So I'll be walking along and all of a sudden I'll just be down and I won't know I've done it. I've also recently fell down the stairs, and that wasn't fun because I literally felt every single step hitting my backbone, the tail of it. That was painful. I've only just got over that injury. I do still occasionally have problems with sitting down because it hurts. But now also it's also brought back a lot of my pain down my left side, which was what happened when I had the 2017 accident. So it's not good, and I just feel really awful. But yeah, we're struggling. But also going back to the 8th of February, we've got no money until our allowances come in on the 9th. So I don't know how I'm going to pay for everything because we haven't got no money. And also another thing we need to make you know, aware of. Please listen to people when they say to you, make sure you look for any allowances you're entitled to. Because for 2 years, my daughter was being fobbed off by the careers office to me and my husband because he was on good money. They said that he had to pay for her, and she was about 18 then. My family allowance had cut off because obviously at 18 it cuts off. So we thought, oh, it must be true then. So we went around, but people have asked us, said to Susan, why aren't you getting any money, and we said because we got told we couldn't. And I said, I did say to him, I can't understand, she's supposed to be an adult, she's been taken off as being a what's it, where you have to look after them, because she's no longer classed as a child, she's an adult and she's a separate single person. But the allowance people wouldn't accept that, but council tax and all that, they did that and they separated her off the thing. Well, we found out, because me and Steve splitting up, even though we're in under the same roof, because we both haven't got family, because we're just a family unit, we've stayed together because of it, because it means neither of us have got anyone to be with. So we're carrying on as much as possible. But going back to that, I applied for the allowance, I've just forgotten what it is now, universal credit, and we got it easily. And then when we applied for it and got it, I asked the lady a question. I said to her, could Susan have asked for this at 18? And she said to me, yes. And I said, the funny thing was, we did ask at 18 for it. And she said, what happened? I said, we got told that her dad's wages was high, that she can't have it because he can pay for her and look after her. So she said, no, that's incorrect. Susan is in theory classed as an adult and needs money for herself. So I said, oh, so for those couple of years that Steve's been paying out for anything, she could have been receiving her own money. And she said, yes. She said, but actually also, even from the age of 16, she could have had the universal credit. And which, please, anybody out there, do make sure that you do apply. Right, I'll have to bring this to a close. But I will be uploading again after tomorrow, because I've got to do all the ringing around and try and find out if we can do anything for our situation. But I do hope you enjoyed what you watched and take on board everything that's happening. And if there's anybody else out there, don't be afraid to come forward and say anything to people, because you ain't the only one out there. So on a happier note, we will still be filming and uploading so that you can actually see what we're doing and other content. But for me, that's the end of my bit, and the next video will be Susan's, and any other bits that I've missed she'll have on there. The 20, today's the 31st. Yeah, today's the 31st. I've got to start looking to see if I can get things done on the 1st, which is tomorrow, which then they're set in theory it's 7 days. We've only got to find somewhere to live, so there's hope, and I'll keep you updated. So I'll say bye-bye for now, but on a happier note, you'll get Susan on the next video. Bye.